show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
The following content contains adult language and humor that is not suitable for viewers under the age of 18. Viewer discretion is strongly advised. The views and opinions expressed during the following video content are those of the individual and may not reflect those of others. Thank you.
Sucking Gotham's brainwaves, and now you've devised a way to read men's minds.
You must be Doc Holliday.
That's the rumor.
You retired too?
Not me. I'm in my prime.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome, one and all, to this special edition of Pacific414 Pop Talk on this Sunday. Yes, I know Sundays are our usual day for Pop Talk, but this one, however, is a special edition of Pop Talk as we honor and remember the late Val Kilmer. You know, I was looking at it yesterday, and my sister even had brought it up to me yesterday when we went out to lunch, that Val Kilmer had over 80 film credits, whether it be television or movies. And I had asked everybody after we found out about his unfortunate passing, which was on April 1st, also known as April Fool's Day. And unfortunately, it's not a joke. But I'd asked everybody, would you be okay with us postponing today's originally scheduled watch party of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, the 1937 animated Walt Disney film, to honor a great actor, a great entertainer, and watch one of his great movies, one of his many great movies. And there have been many great suggestions. One of them was actually made by this gentleman right here, Godzillionaire. It's good to see you here this morning, Godzillionaire. Godzillionaire had a suggestion, and his suggestion was The Ghost in the Darkness. And he also brought up Red Planet when I had asked folks on Thursday when I was playing Rise of the Ronin. And I've seen a couple suggestions for Real Genius. I've seen suggestions for Top Secret.
Great movie.
And of course, Tombstone. And as I mentioned Thursday, and Godzillionaire can vouch for this, even though we've already had a watch party at Tombstone, I had said during that night, I would not be opposed to having Tombstone be the winner of this questionnaire. Because As I even told my sister when we were talking at lunch yesterday, you don't have to twist my arm to watch Tombstone.
Maybe a little bit.
Nah, you don't really have to do it. It's like no matter how many times I've seen the movie, I can sit down and watch it and still get the same enjoyment I've always gotten out of that film. And when you look at the resume of Val Kilmer, he was Batman for one movie and Batman Forever. Everybody
Right, right,
remembers
right.
him as Iceman in Top Gun. His portrayal of Jim Morrison in The Doors, and of course he was good in Heat. He was good in The Saint. He was an overall good actor who really got into his roles. But I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen and show you all what some of the suggestions were from some of you over on the YouTube side, and then we'll do the same for the X side. DJ Ronnie G had said, "I've never seen Top Gun, but I do." excuse me, but I do recall Kilmer in Tombstone,
Hmm.
and that was a cool role. And Godzilla said, "Since you've already watched Tombstone, how about The Ghost in the Darkness?" Which DJ replied, "That sounds good too." And then Tim, who was also here this afternoon, said Top Gun or Top Secret. So we have 2 votes for Top Gun already over on the YouTube side for the post. Baron, you had mentioned The Saint because you didn't told me the other day you've never seen The Saint.
Nope, never had seen it. Nope.
And Tree Rock mentioned At First Sight, which again is also a good movie. Now, looking over on the X side, let me just get to that post. I just wanted to double check and make sure that everything was running properly on all 3 platforms. And so far, 2 of the 3 are working as they should be. I just have to check the Rumble side to make sure that that is running as smooth as possible. But to share this screen, I'll go back to the YouTube side so you can all see that. I realized I wasn't sharing the screen, so let me go back to the YouTube side real quick. That's my bad. That's my error. But
Hmm.
there you see Top Gun from DJ Ronnie G. And of course, you mentioned Tombstone, Godzillionaire. There is yours, The Ghost in the Darkness. Like I said, that's another good movie. And then
Hmm.
Tim with Top Gun or Top Secret. And of course, Barons with The Saint and At First Sight. Then, of course, Common Sense America, also known as the Smoking Patriot, chimed in with Top Gun or Tombstone. So that's 2 for Tombstone. But if you look down here, Janet from Another Planet mentioned Willow or Tombstone. So that's 3 for
Hmm.
Tombstone.
Hmm.
And Cash had also mentioned this one right here, Batman Forever. So that's 2 for Batman Forever.
Yeah, I like Batman films, but
Mhm.
it's not as good as Nolan because he's a god.
And of course, Tree Rock put At First Sight again, so there's still only 1 vote for At First Sight. And then Jace had mentioned Top Gun. And then Joe Powers, the River Daughter, had mentioned Real Genius.
Hmm.
As did Eric O'Sullivan. Let me just get to that. And actually, I could just do it via notifications. But here's what Eric O'Sullivan had mentioned. And yes, I will still accept any suggestions as people are coming into the chat too.
Hmm.
Yeah, it is a long movie, especially with a lot of it being taken up by the shootout scene. If you've ever watched the movie, you know exactly what I'm referring to. And it's good to see Tommy of Tommy and the Guinea Pig Collective. Tommy, if you
Tommy,
have a suggestion, go ahead and put it into the chat.
or forever hold your peace.
Hmm. So, Baron, when you think about some of these movies, what comes to mind when you think about some of the movies that we've already mentioned?
Well, I think, like a lot of people, my first experience of Val Kilmer was Top Secret. His comedic timing, being able to keep the standards with the team, Zucker, and Abrams had, where you're playing it straight while the insanity's around you. How good he did in that film, and not realizing at the time this was this guy's first real film. We didn't have all the information like internet. But then, real genius came around. And it's like, okay, so he seems to be moving in the direction of comedies, uh, kind of teenage college films type of things. And then you have him, boom, in Top Gun. It's like, wow,
Hmm.
change how he played the character. How, even though he's a rival, wasn't. It was hard to hate Iceman because you know where he's coming from, because he did such a great job playing that uh,
Hmm.
across the board. I mean, you really wanted to boo and hiss, but you really couldn't boo and hiss at him. Uh, Now, of course, I didn't see the Saint, so I can't say much about it. But of course, Tombstone, where even beforehand, coming on the show, or even other times, he deserved an Oscar. That was an Oscar-winning performance in, just the contrast between his first role, which was good. He did a great job with Top Secret. Then, of course, Tombstone. It's just so type of movies are just so opposite of each other, and yet the comedic timing he had in there to drop those lines.
Hmm.
I'm your Huckleberry. I know, just how he just delivered the line, the body language. He didn't need to say much, and he conveyed so much with everything.
And
And
in case Tommy's joking or anything, but for anyone who is Val Kilmer, probably one of his most memorable roles right here. And this is from the membership clip.
Wretched slugs. Don't any of you have the guts to play for blood?
I'm your Huckleberry. That's just my game.
I mean,
yeah,
look how he approached it.
hmm
Slowly getting up, listening to what Johnny Ringo was saying.
hmm
Don't you
and
have guts to play for blood? And then he just casually walks out and says, "I'm your Huckleberry."
hmm yeah, and he looks like a coiled snake about to strike, but there's also a level of relaxed. It's like confidence. He's going out there with the confidence and
Hmm.
the intimidation, and just how he played that role is like, oh yeah, I want this guy on my team. And of course, the other thing too is, he was a good singer. I mean, he was singing in Top Secret.
Hmm.
I liked it so much. I got the soundtrack, where all it is his songs from that movie. Um, and I don't know,
And
obviously
he's
the
singing
Doors.
in the Doors. He
Yeah,
he did sing in the Doors. He actually watched Jim Morrison's performances and also his mannerisms so he could try to emulate.
right. And what a job! What a job! He was Jim Morrison for all that,
Mhm.
and obviously he wasn't a method actor. I mean, he was at the time the youngest person to go to Juilliard, and it's wow, and it shows.
Mhm.
It shows, and it's oh, I mean, and he wasn't a Hollywood lizard. He didn't like it. He enjoyed being out in Santa Fe in his home, which I've seen
He,
pictures of on the inside. And so beautiful.
yeah, and he
Uh,
and he loved the turquoise jewelry too.
mhm. No, so did my grandmother. So did my grandmother. They would have gotten along so well. Who knows? Maybe they ran into each other and talked about it. I don't know. But and that's just it though. He wasn't, just like Gene Hackman and all that. It wasn't, okay, I got to do some affairs and all that, but really he was not a Hollywood actor. He was a people's actor. And he wasn't really part of that scene.
No,
And
sure, he would go out for the press conferences and everything,
mhm, yeah,
all the junkets, the red
mhm,
carpet events, but
right.
he really seemed to enjoy his privacy.
Hmm. Right. And yeah, Tree Rock, you're right. Val's Batman is better than Clooney. If we had only a better director and a better movie, and better script and all that, wouldn't it have been great to get at least a trilogy out of Val
Mhm.
Kilmer? The films would have gone strong. They should never have given it to Schumacher. Never.
Yeah, and here's the thing too. Tree Rock likes him in Batman Forever.
Hmm.
I'm taking that Tommy likes him in Batman Forever. Everybody
Hmm.
has their own Batman when it comes to the
Right.
movies. I
Hmm.
like Keaton.
Yeah, I like Keaton too, but I think Val Kilmer was a great replacement. The Schumacher just blew it. Who knows what would happen if he would have had him in another movie or two as Batman? What would have happened to our opinion of who's the best Batman? Going back and forth. It's
Hmm.
like, wow. Well, Kilmer's got this. Keaton's got that. But yeah, George Clooney was a horrible choice. But we're not here to talk about that guy. Um,
Yeah. And I know I mentioned this the other day, but the reason why he didn't come back and do the second Joel Schumacher Batman film is because he was pretty much cast aside for Jim Carrey and Tommy Lee Jones in
mhm.
Batman Forever. He was an afterthought.
Yeah. Again, they he should never have done those films. I'm talking about Schumacher. Um, it probably would have been different if they would have gotten Robin Williams as the Riddler. And
Hmm.
but that'd be like bringing in Jack Nicholson as the Joker, which in many ways he was overshadowing Michael Keaton, but there was still a good balance there that Burton had. Yeah, it's a shame that we didn't get more as Batman. He did pretty
Hmm.
good. He did pretty good, and any fault of it is not his. It's
No, it's the
it's not
director in the studio.
right, exactly, and yeah, this this guy was in some ways one of us more than he was one of them. And, you know, 65, yeah, 65, right? That's too young.
65 years
Had
old.
good films. Yeah, he still had good films, but unfortunately, 2015, he got that, throat cancer, ruined his voice box. Um, it was, he did do his own talking in Maverick. They just only digitized so he could understand it better, get more volume and all that. But at least they did that for him and gave him at least a good good sign off. And yeah, it's not like what's this Jan Michael Vincent where he went out there and did a bunch of crap and blamed others.
Yeah.
Val Kilmer didn't do that. He admit, hey, I was a bitch sometimes. Sometimes I learned, I grew, and all that, and I regret nothing. And I regret nothing because it made me grow as a person, and you know, I'm fine. And it's like, wow. I mean, talk about someone who you're getting that life journey in a short sentence or maybe a short paragraph, and you could see that at least he was introspective. He even assessed himself, critiqued himself to make himself a better man. And who knows? We might have almost gotten him as a governor in New Mexico because he was
Yeah.
thinking about it, running as a Democrat down there.
And the thing about him too is that some people that worked with him thought he was standoffish because he wouldn't talk to them a lot. It's because he was getting into character.
Hmm.
That's how much he cared about his craft.
Right. Yeah, just because you're not a method actor doesn't mean you're going to character. It's just the fact that you're getting yourself in the role instead of rocking around all the time, acting the part, even when you're not there on the camera. But it can be annoying.
Yeah.
You go up to Adam Driver and he runs a lightsaber through you because he's upset. Because he's in character.
That's a movie I haven't seen myself, Tree Rock.
Mhm. I think it goes to say any role he has, he's good, even if the movie's bad.
Mm-hmm. I mean, well, let's face it, Batman Forever, it has its flaws. They're there. They're
Mm-hmm.
evident. But he does deliver a good performance as Batman. I think more so Batman than his Bruce Wayne.
Mm-hmm.
Just my opinion.
Right.
But again, ladies and gentlemen, looking at the suggestions on both X and excuse me, and YouTube, it looks like Top Gun has the majority of the suggestions. So that will be the movie we are going for. I did put the Cosme link into the chat on both YouTube and Rumble and X. I will go ahead and put it into the YouTube side once again.
YouTube.
So there we go. And let me just get Top Gun brought up here.
Dun, 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 dun.
All right. So, all
Too bad he
right.
wasn't in Team America. Then we could have had that one.
Yeah, it is too bad. It would have been fun.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then we would have had that one, and it's America, America.
So, folks, the Cosme link is in the chat on all three platforms. I am beginning to share my screen here in just a moment. And I will wait for everybody to filter in before we start watching the movie. And
I
yes,
am there.
you can see I watched it. This is still a great movie.
Mm-hmm.
Almost 40 years old, Baron, and
Don't say that. It hurts.
almost
It
40 years
hurts.
old, and it's still a great movie.
It is. I know. It's just the music, everything about the action, how they do that. Yeah, it helped. It really made Tom Cruise even more powerful of a star. And
Hmm. And it also helped launch Val Kilmer's stardom too.
mhm. I mean, I
This
was already
movie
a fan of Val Kilmer, but so that's why it was so great to see it in there. I was already a fan of his. Didn't take much. Top secret. Make me
no.
laugh. You got me for life.
So what I'm going to go ahead and do, folks, is I'm going to replace one link, one pin link that is on YouTube and Rumble with the new link, and that new link is going to be the Cosby link, so you can all join the
And
Cosby
don't
side.
forget your Jello
And
pudding pop. Go into that Cosby link. You need your Jello pudding pop.
Cosby, not Cosby. There, Cosby.
Oh, good. I was out of roofies.
Right. Okay. So
But I'm bummed. Oh, speaking of which, did you
there we
see?
go.
Did you see? Okay, we're ready. Okay.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, I said, did you see the teaser trailer to the Naked Gun?
I did. I did. I don't know that I'm gonna go see it.
Yeah, I still laughed at it though. I still
It,
laughed at it.
it's not one where I think, yeah, I want to spend money to see this in the theater.
Mm-hmm.
Renting it for a night,
Yeah,
yeah, I can do that.
I can do that too. I mean, it's cheaper, but Seth MacFarlane still has me nervous. But that trailer, especially the OJ scene in there.
Yeah, where it goes, shows the picture of Frank Senior, then his
Hmm.
police chief, then Norberg,
Hmm.
and then you see the guy go, "No."
No, no, no. Did everyone say about how great you are? Oh, you're such a great father, and then the guy who's for Nordberg sees that. Nah, no. But we'll talk about shit like that later. We got dun 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 dun. Sorry.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and start the movie, folks. The Cosme link is pinned to the top of the chat on YouTube and Rumble. It's also in the X feed. So come on over, and well, you know what?
Water fine.
There is an appropriate clip I can play.
Okay, do it. Do it.
I feel the need for speed.
And here we go,
Yeah. This movie gave
ladies
us
and
new
gentlemen.
reasons why you don't want to be goosed.
This
Too soon? Too soon?
this movie gave us a reason to be proud Americans.
Yes.
Let's be honest, Baron.
Mm-hmm. It did. Ooh.
Classic
You're
anthem.
mm-hmm. Ooh. I mean, just that right there. It's like that music starts getting you a little bit. It's like, what's this about? Bruckheimer when he was the king.
Yeah. Well, he had Don Simpson with him too.
Mm-hmm.
They
Exactly.
were a dynamic duo when it came to movies like this.
What do they call it? Come on, tell me. Whoa! Hey, that's the name of this movie too. That's what a coincidence.
Hmm.
I'm still gonna have fun with this film. You're supposed to have fun. There he is,
Yeah,
Val. Yeah, whoa! I should have the applause set up. That's my. Oh, he even got top billing over Anthony Edwards, who was actually a bigger star at the time. Thomas Carrot, of course, great actor.
mhm.
Great actor. Michael Ironsides, another great one.
Yep.
Tim Robbins. Of course, James Tolkien, Meg Ryan. I mean, look at the
A lot of
list.
great names.
Mm-hmm.
I
Of course,
mean, think
Tolkien.
about it. Anthony Edwards went on to be in ER,
Mm-hmm.
and he was on that show for quite a while.
Mm-hmm. And think about it. One of his big starts was as a nerd.
Hmm. Yep. He was in Revenge of the Nerds.
Mm-hmm. One, two, I think even three.
Jet,
Yep.
welcome.
Oh, hi. And that film talked about all the people in that movie. We gotta do nerds sometime. No.
It was the most suggested, the most requested. That's why we're going with it.
Mm-hmm. Dun-dun, dun-dun, dun-dun.
If anyone wants to join Baron and I on the panel, I'm putting the Cosme link into not the Cosme link, but the EVMux link into the Cosme chat.
Okay, okay. I'll get the seat out for Paddle Wannabe. You know, he'll be right there. And think
Sound
about
good
the
for
full.
everybody?
And think of the fact that how the Navy worked with this movie so much.
Well, not only that, the Department of Defense, the
Mm-hmm.
Pentagon,
Yeah.
working with the filmmakers.
Mm-hmm.
I
I
know
mean,
a
this
couple.
movie.
A couple of them risk getting kicked off the aircraft carrier because the Navy wasn't messing around.
No,
You may be here to film a movie, but we're still running a ship.
right. Indian Ocean. Here he is.
Tommy.
And what ship are they on?
The Enterprise.
Yep, CVN 65.
And like I've mentioned before, I had a neighbor who actually served on the Enterprise.
I love that the generic commies were going up against this.
Yeah. And the thing about this movie is they use actual combat footage that they filmed, but
Mhm.
they also use models.
Yep. And no CGI.
Mm-hmm. And the actors actually were in F-14s.
Hmm. Hmm.
Careful, they might call you a slacker.
Yep. Hey, come on. He took on. How did he get back from Eternia? That's all I want to know.
Actually, this came out a year before Masters of the
Oh,
Universe.
okay. So this is before he went to Eternia. Boy, Eternia really got a good guy, though. Yeah. I were the generic commies.
Yep.
Who are we? Are we Soviet Union? Are we China? Are we North Korea?
We are who we are, Tommy.
Hmm.
That's what you can tell her.
Meg one. Shut up, Meg.
Mig, Baron, Mig.
Oh, okay. Merlin. Oh, they're gonna scare him. All that stuff that we thought was so high tech, which was back then, it's like okay, it's. Hmm.
I mean, even looking at this film right now,
Hmm.
this was filmed in '86 and it still looks good.
Yeah, and I love how he's smoking on the ship like that. And the thing is during the Cold War, this shit happened for real. This
Hmm.
isn't just made up for Hollywood.
Yeah, they being the Soviet Union would play games with us. We would play
Hmm.
games with them.
In
It was a
China,
cat and
and
mouse.
yeah, China did the same thing. Yeah, it's all about the intimidation game. Who's got the bigger wiener thing? Literally, you know, and still is going on. By the way,
Yeah, it is.
the Cold War might not have been a hot one, but there was still battles. There were still people that got killed. There were still some engagements, you might say.
Hmm.
Mm.
All right, we got a bogey incoming bogey, Baron. Call
Uh-oh.
sign anonymous.
Do, 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 do.
I don't know if you can hear me or not.
I can hear you, brother.
Can you
Okay.
hear him? I can't. You said he was here. I can't hear him. Oh, oh Lord. Hey, how you doing, Animas?
I am fine, boys. How's it going?
It's going good.
Awesome.
Glad you could be here, brother.
Well, I got some time today, and I don't hate the world at the moment. So,
That's good. Even in action like that, stuff like that really happened. Where it's like
Hmm.
they want to show off, and Cougar, what's wrong, Cougar?
fighter jet. Who doesn't want to show off?
I'm sure that's why some people picked it. Actual footage.
Mm-hmm.
Always my favorite jet. I don't care what they make now, what they made then. F-14s were the coolest because they're more like a
Yeah.
transformer.
Hmm. The Tomcat was one bad motherfucker.
Yeah, it was.
Pull your head out of your butt, Cougar.
The pressures, yeah. I mean,
Now, granted, some of the things you see them do in this movie, that would be an automatic court martial offense.
yep.
Yeah. I mean, this movie, it was out for a year in the theaters. You don't see that from movies nowadays.
Oh, hell yeah.
Well, they depended more on movie theater money than they do like streaming
Mm-hmm.
rights and physical media anymore.
Hmm.
What you had
Or like
back
they
then
do
was
now.
this videotapes, and then of course cable.
It took a long time. What, six? Most of the time, most movies, what, 6 months to a year, somewhere between there, before
Yeah.
they
Yeah,
would
so
ever show up
sometimes it
on
was a year
cable.
before you actually
Yeah.
saw it on home video.
Yep.
Me too low. Me too low. Bang me
There we
now.
go.
And you want to know something? They put that in the NES game when you're landing. Speed up, slow down, up, down, left, right.
That game was pretty hard.
Yeah.
Mhm. Mhm.
It'd be funny if David Carradine played Maverick.
Yeah, but
Oh,
stupid.
or Robert Carradine. Was it Robert Carradine?
I'm not sure, so I don't want to say yes. I don't want to say no.
Man, those dogs.
I think it's Robert. Yeah, it's Robert Carradine. Sorry.
Well, when you see who Penny Benjamin is played by in Maverick, you can understand why.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah,
Hmm.
and he'd be cool doing it.
That's right.
Oh, we need more cigar chomping guys like that.
We do.
I don't care what anybody says. That's cool. Okay, that's cool.
Nothing
You know what? You know
more
what?
awesome than a phallic shaped symbol being sucked on by a ball guy.
You got it.
You know what's also cool, guys?
Hmm.
Living in the San Diego area and going by Miramar when they're having an air show. You're driving on
Ooh,
the 15 and they're flying over you.
yeah, that's got to be something. Michael Ironsides.
Hello, Lawn Suffering. How are you? I'm doing good.
Oh, she was just here in the office.
No, the Navy used to run at Miramar until
Yeah.
the Marines took it over.
Hmm. Oh, Viper. Oh, Tom Skerritt.
Mm-hmm. Then there's Val.
Yep.
And Jet Spark says the characters in a book I'm writing is actually the son of a naval aviator who was shot down in a fictional air war in the India Pacific. But this is more my own alternative history. All right.
Hmm. Amen.
You ain't first, you're last.
All you second place is a first place loser. No, really. Oh, look at those cars. Ooh, look at those legs.
Car? What car? That chick's smoking on a cigar.
I was
Yep.
gonna sit back and say
Hello, lady.
one of the sexiest sights I saw was I was at a bar and we looked across the room and there was a black lady with a cigar, gorgeous, gorgeous, and yeah, it was like
Nice.
exchanged looks and yeah, my cigar started getting
And she
excited.
threw up.
No, she didn't. If it wasn't for the fact that I was with a group of people on a bachelor party thing, I would have gone over because I was actually at one time passable in looks. Mother Goose. Yep.
It's good to see Blazerhawk Darren, who
Hey,
says
Blazer.
he played Jim Morrison perfectly in The Doors, much better
Yep.
than Rami Malek playing for Freddie Mercury in Bohemian Rhapsody.
Actually, he's right. Notorious is about right in this situation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's that typical. Hmm. On the premises. Kelly McGillis was so good looking back then.
Mm-hmm.
She's lost that love and feeling for sure.
Yeah, that was the kind of reason why she didn't come back for the sequel.
They wouldn't have her back.
Oh, I hear she's difficult too.
Really? Your lips.
This was such an iconic scene,
Yep.
and it got this song popular again.
Yeah, because it got back on the charts.
Yep.
What are you gonna do? We got a bunch of Navy guys.
Yeah.
That's what makes the film great, though, Jet.
This is 80s bravado, man.
Yeah, this is how it was back then for some people. They
Yep.
knew how to do it. I didn't.
Pickup artist at a freaking Navy bar. You can't get it. You can't get better than that.
It takes balls. I wish I had some.
It takes looks and balls.
Mm. I got grape seeds. I love how she plays them. see flames.
Mm-hmm. I see sparks.
Would that be jet sparks? Just kidding, jet sparks. Just kidding. Ooh.
Crash and burn.
Crash and burn. Oh, the flames. The flames. The humanity.
But you know what's nice? You look back, you don't see anybody on their phone, anybody on a tablet.
That's because they didn't have them.
Yeah, that's what's great about looking at it, Baron.
I know.
Talk about stalking sexual harassment.
Yep.
My
Hey, we did
gosh.
that great back then. It could be.
They would not write dialogue like this nowadays.
No. Well, Anna Moss is right. They listed off as this is just nothing but sexual bravado, harassment. This is men being men, evil, horrible.
The thing is,
men,
though, even if
men.
she was like really not interested, he might try maybe one more time, maybe not. But usually, most good, honorable men will just give up and like, all right,
Yeah,
gotcha.
you had to at least do 2 shots.
Yeah,
you had to do
you
at
had
least
to. At
2
least
shots
2.
because you don't know if she was they would be playing you and
Hard to get.
leading you on, or you do crash. He crashed. Ooh, look at that's what we're missing too.
Stockings.
Like that. Oh yeah,
Silk
with the line down the
stockings.
back. Oh, the seam. Ha!
Talk about egg on your face.
Yeah. And this is why she knew how to play them.
Hello.
We.
It's like, wait a minute, I was there too.
Right.
Come on, Mav. Good to see you, Lady Miss.
Hello.
Hope you're doing well this
Oh,
Sunday.
hi, Namus.
If you want to watch the movie that we're watching, the Cosmic link is pinned to the top. If you feel the need for speed, there's your hint.
Thank you.
Should have brought the picture.
Yeah, communicating by flipping the bird.
Goose. You're the one.
I'm the one.
No engagement below that.
I'd still enjoy this dialogue.
It's the banter, all that it's natural.
Hmm. Hmm.
That's the give
Playing
and
little
take, boys and
games
girls.
with each other.
That's called holding the cards.
Hmm. Hmm. Sounds like a start of a video game. Hmm. Look at him go. I mean, those things look mean.
Hmm.
Ah,
It's still a sexy looking jet.
Yep.
I know.
It's like an X wing versus an A wing.
Can he do it? It's like these guys are playing in the ultimate video game, and it can kill you. Now imagine this on a big screen. He's had enough of this shit.
Hmm.
You do what you need to do to stay alive.
Hmm. I mean, just the skill to be able to fly the jets like that.
Hmm. Yep. Going ballistic. And the thing in this film, these aren't special effects. A lot of this. This
No,
is.
no, they actually filmed a lot of this. Yes, there is some model work used,
Oh yeah, you have to.
but when you see the aerial footage,
Hmm.
a lot of it's genuine that they filmed for the movie.
Not happy.
On Michael Ironside, I'll throw you in against some bugs next time.
Yeah, I'm always a fan of his too. Hmm. Buzz the
The pilot would actually
tower.
get court-martialed for doing this stunt.
Yep.
Why didn't
There's
we
a
get
lot
the
of.
scenes where this guy gets sent to Top Gun? Didn't the same guy on the aircraft carrier?
Yeah, he is.
They should have had a little scene where it's like, "Hey, we're sending you to Top Gun."
Mm-hmm.
That's one man you don't want to see approach you.
Nope.
You know you're in deep shit.
Especially in Total Recall.
Yeah.
Follow me. Uh, I like kind of that smoky haze that they have.
hmm and how many people know someone who bought the aviators after seeing this movie?
Oh God,
Oh God.
they're everywhere.
My dad did.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
hmm
Oh, look at that phone.
It's got the red button on it and everything.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Tell you right now, if I went into battle, I'd want someone like Maverick with me,
Hmm.
knowing that they'll do whatever it takes to win.
No playing by no rules and trying to not die.
Yeah. Like her.
hmm
I mean, movie is the hero's journey.
Yeah, it is.
He needs to learn a lesson. He's going to learn a lesson. He's going to be on his downs. You know, he's reckless, basically thinking himself now, but
He flies by the seat of his pants,
mhm,
literally.
but he's got to learn some control.
And see, this movie's telling you why Maverick is the way he is.
Hmm. I mean,
Hollywood needs to go back to making movies like this.
yeah. I mean, look at this heart to heart talk that they're having. It's like, listen, you got to cool it a little bit.
hmm Cool your jets, so to speak.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, you are, but you're still too reckless that even with all that skill, can still cause problems. He needs to, turn a little bit more into Iceman, but not too much.
hmm
Just like Iceman sometimes need to be a little bit more like him because he's like, well, just parts it by the book.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing about this film too is even though you have all this flying and all that, you're seeing what the pilots are going through on the ground, the
Yep.
training, they're having to do calculations, all that stuff, figure things out. And they didn't have the help of computers like we do now.
No,
No.
a lot of the math had to be done using the brain.
Yep. Slide rules, calculators. Yep. Toys.
Mm-hmm. This movie has a lot of great lines.
hmm The banter. Oh, jeez. And the product placement. Look at that, Betsy. Classified.
I miss Pepsi cans like that.
Me too.
You stink. Playing with
Oh
the
yeah,
boys.
yeah. The volleyball
The
scene.
most
Okay, girls.
homoerotic.
Every woman's favorite scene.
Yeah, just homoerotic enough for Animas.
That just enough. Not too much.
Anthony Edwards is the only one not wearing a shirt. I'm a nerd. And in this one, you can see how good shape all of them are. Even Val. I mean,
Yeah.
no wonder why he should have been more of a sex symbol than he was. Really,
Well,
honest.
they had to get in shape, especially if they had him up in the jets.
Yep. The cars with the covers over them. Oh, that was big back then.
It depends on how you take it. I mean, again, this is the '80s.
Yep. hmm hmm
How many people catch that line though?
The background band, everything.
Yep.
Now, okay, so here's
Ladies
another
and
one that.
gentlemen, this is Oceanside, California. I was born there.
Hey, look, there's Mike right there.
Literally, no, I'm
He's an
telling you the
extra.
truth. I
I
was
know,
born there and
I know.
used to go by
Oceanside
this
boy.
used to go by this house when it was at this location. They've since moved it and they've turned it into a coffee shop, kind of souvenir shop. And
You mean they moved the entire house, literally?
yes, they literally moved the entire house. It was
Wow,
the land around it was being developed and it was going to be demolished, and people saved it.
because of the movie,
And
I suppose.
yes, because of Top Gun.
Nice little time capsule for you, Mike.
It is. I have a lot of memories growing up in that area.
Well, well. wants to know about the Mig. That's all it's
Mhm.
about.
Yeah, his Mig.
Ooh. Mm. I want to drink.
Real glass, folks.
And wine out of a bottle, not a box.
Hmm. And sitting at the dock of the bay became popular again too.
Yeah, just about any song that was in this movie made it on the hit list.
Funny though, I watched this movie like 50 times, and I never. Well, I guess probably with no lyrics, but during the fight scenes, they play the Cheap Trick song, Mighty Wings. And I didn't know
Hmm.
about it until like 3 or 4 years ago. It's like, where's this song been all my life? Completely
Mhm.
missed it.
But that's
Yeah,
also another great thing is if you have the soundtrack, you can listen to that soundtrack over and over and not get tired of it.
my former wife used to clean a house to it. It's like, just boom, turn the volume up so that she can hear it over the not the microwave, the vacuum cleaner. It's like, time for me to go. No way.
And another movie that we're going to be watching at the end of the month also has great music in it, and that's Good Morning Vietnam.
Oh yeah. And then sometime we're going to have another movie with great music in it. It's heavy metal.
Yes.
Heavy metal.
We love our music in movies and TV shows.
Yeah, it's at least 30% of the movie. Good soundtrack.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. And see, that's the composers and all that. That's the thing they have to do is make the movie so it complements, not overpowers, or uh, not be relevant. You know,
Yep.
Now,
they
now,
can't.
if
They can't.
you're not of age, maybe you should be watching this next scene. Cover your eyes, Anonymous.
I what? No, they ain't gonna start kissy, are they?
Yes, sir.
No. Dang it.
They're gonna suck face.
Mommy says I can't
That's
look
what
at
we used to
that.
say back in the day. It was sucking face.
Yeah.
Come on, let's get back.
No, he's leaving. He
This is
see
the
you
'80s, boys and
lie.
girls.
He's leaving. She'll never go after him.
You sure
No, she
about
won't
that?
go after him.
Oh
Oh, that
no,
was an actual
that's
real
a
phone number up there.
Yeah.
For once.
8675309.
Now, I do know
Yeah.
that this scene was actually filmed after they had finished production because
Hmm.
in test screenings, people were like, there needs to be a follow up scene.
Right.
So that's why her hair's up inside the hat, and because it was
Hmm.
longer at the time, darker.
To be honest.
It does. It really does.
You may be a pilot of the Navy, but I want your torpedo.
I was thinking more of the lines of heat seeking missile.
Hmm.
Nuclear.
Want to take a shower with me?
Good to see you, DJ.
Could cut the sexual tension with a knife, couldn't you, buddy?
Oh, how they can. Oh,
They need to go back to making movies like this. Come on.
yes, they do.
I'm not joking. I'm serious.
No, I'm 100% serious. They need that. It's like, you know, the ladies taking your breath away, literally, like the song. You know, it's like.
Not yet.
Notice which character he has. The Jet. It's Starscream.
Oh,
That's well. I don't think it's a real Transformer. Is it?
It's Starscream.
he knows his Transformers.
He knows his Transformers. The nerd.
Don't
Yes.
take him on. He'll take you down.
How did he get?
And honestly, that's the first time I've noticed it. After all this time, that's the first time I've noticed it.
You just pick
Isn't
up
it
new
amazing?
stuff every time you watch movies, man.
Yeah.
Meg Ryan was one of my childhood crushes. She's so hot.
She was cute, man.
Super
Oh.
cute. Super.
Girl Next Door. Yeah.
I knew her ever since One Life to Live. My mom used to watch soaps.
Anna must watch his soap operas.
I had to. My mom made me.
Still do.
I was in that same boat, Anonymous.
Uh-huh.
If I was home from school because it was a non-student day, and Mom was home, well, guess what? Mom's watching the TV and she's watching her soaps.
That's right. You don't get a say.
Mm-hmm.
You had a chance to watch your cartoons in the morning. Now it's Mom's turn.
And maybe the game shows.
Yeah, you got the game shows too.
Yeah. Joker's Wild, Price is Right, Match Game.
See, he had some in the morning. That Price is Right was in the morning before the soaps.
Yeah.
And then joke. What was the one with the Noid or whatever?
That was
Avoid the
whammy.
Noid.
That was Press Your Luck.
Press Your Luck. Yeah, that was
that was the whammy. That's the whammy.
Family
No
Feud.
whammies, no whammies, no whammies.
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah. Family Feud. That was another one.
Yeah. $10,000 pyramid or $100,000 pyramid.
Yeah, it changed a few times.
That was in the
They gave out
morning.
More
Yeah.
money. The $1 million pyramid.
She wants you, Mav. She wants you.
Oh, see the no bullshit sticker
See,
on the bike?
now this is how you do it. You play hard to get now.
I can't hear you over how awesome I am.
Oh,
Look at that classic car.
Man, they're
Yeah.
full. Was this made in the 80s or the 1960s?
80s. Yeah. Oh.
And yes, I've been down that road. That's near the airport. It's actually the I-5 you're seeing in the background.
Oh.
That came right out of left field.
Mhm.
What do I do with this?
I got a baseball bat
Missile
already.
lock.
Can I slide into home? Oh, sorry, that's baseball. We're talking about.
See, this is the point where I would just run away because I wasn't cool like Tom Cruise. I'd be like, oh, I feel something weird in my pants.
Well.
Cover
Hey,
your
well,
eyes,
you
Anonymous.
You tease. Come on.
Cooties,
Probably
gross.
Probably a body double. Ooh, they're sucking face.
Look how
folks.
tasteful this is done.
I know.
He used to
Well,
practice with his sister and her girlfriends.
well, nothing wrong with the girlfriend's a sister, however. Uh,
Go look it up. I think it was either
mhm.
Letterman or Johnny Carter. I can't remember which one it was. Or Leno. They were telling that
See,
story.
this is sensual and erotic,
Hmm.
not you know.
Again, like I said, it's tasteful.
Yeah, it gets the old motor going. That's for sure.
I mean, you still know what's going on.
Oh yeah, and the sucking face. Yeah. Wait a moment. I got cheated. Where were the boobies? Aw, he left a note in the form of an aeroplane. It says, I go to the doctor. I got the clap in Shanghai. Here we go.
Well,
That's true.
There we go. There's that drop that we usually well, we don't really play it that much. Yeah. Well, there's your chance. Shoot him down. Shoot down Iceman. You got the points.
correct.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, but not for the same reason. We're going in. We're going in hot. Luke, can you handle that?
Hmm.
Like it's like shooting womp rats back at home. Where are the womp rats? Nah, he wants like
Look at that jet stream.
Just spraying chemicals everywhere,
yep.
sterilizing the population, killing all the frogs.
No,
Time to
they're
gay.
turning the frogs gay. Hmm. Did we let our ego get the best of us? Come on, baby. Of course, it's good. Can he do it? Can he do it? Yep, we concentrated.
The veterans outsmarted the rookies.
Yeah, you screwed
And
up
DJ
big
says
time.
it's like Star Wars, but with more primitive fighters.
Yeah, the Z95 headhunters. Nope.
Nope. Jester's teaching them a lesson.
Yep, that's exactly it. See, that's just it. Iceman is giving wise words.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me he's wrong.
He's not
Tell me that
wrong.
nothing. Yeah, tell me that nothing he was doing where was just to be snarky to him.
No, when your own teammates will say, you need to realize what's at stake here.
Yeah, and it's not the ego. Let me whip it out and see which one's bigger type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's because this is life and death, and Val Kilmer did such a great job. Uh, it could another actor would probably been more assholish, and Val Kilmer wasn't. He was just laid on the line there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, by the way, turtles. Oh, DJ's here.
Did you say turtles were evil and stupid? Is that what you said?
No, no.
Should have heard him talking before, man. It's just he was going off on turtles.
I'll show
Well,
you.
the vile things that were coming out of Baron's mouth.
Yeah, just
Mm.
it
I
made
like
me blush.
turtles. I like turtles. I like
His mother
turtles.
would be appalled.
Yeah. And this song came back too because of this.
Yep.
Goodness gracious!
Well, it didn't
Oh,
hurt that they made a movie about it about Jerry Lee Lewis back
no,
then
but
too.
well, that helped out too. Penny Benjamin. I mean, who wouldn't want Carol as their wife too? I mean,
She's cute.
oh, nah. How she's got that southern accent.
Well,
I just love how the people behind them are just trying to have a conversation,
yeah.
Yeah, just
which is
don't
about
stare
right.
him in the eye. Just don't
I mean,
stare.
Back when we knew how to have fun, damn it.
back in my drinking days, sitting around in a place like that and having insanity. See, I suppose that's why airplane works so well because we were used to insanity going on around us.
Mm-hmm.
But it's fun. Ooh. Well, you already did take you to bed.
Well, she
No.
wants more.
The honeymoon ain't over yet.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, this is when you throw them back in the water. It's like, okay, I caught you. Catch and release. Come on, Maverick.
Some fish are worth
I'll
eating
I'll
twice.
show you.
I guess.
Let me show you what the situation becomes, Maverick. Oh, I'm sorry. Too soon. Too mean. Oh, sexist would say.
Beautiful
Where's Cash?
aircraft.
Where's Cash? I mean, he keeps me in line on
He
this.
said he was going to be late.
No, he's probably not going to be here. He's going to be watching Hot Shots instead.
Yeah, Hot Shots and Hot Shots Part 2.
Ooh, yeah. And Loggins with this one. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, Danger Zone became a hit.
mm-hmm.
Hello.
Mm-hmm. Howdy ho.
Tally ho!
And it's even the banner between Maverick and Iceman during all
Yeah.
this. Like, no, Iceman's not an asshole.
Again, Hollywood, go back to making movies like this.
Yeah.
They're like, I don't know how, Mike. We forgot.
I don't want
Yeah,
to
we
watch
have
that
forgotten.
movie. It's so filled with masculinity, toxic masculinity is just all over it. It should be called Top Toxic Masculinity should be the name of the film.
How are you doing today, Phil? If you want to watch what we're watching, the Cosme link's pinned to the top of the chat.
Make sure that Cosmic link goes to Caddyshack too.
Nah, nah. I'm just gonna tell you, Phil. You better have a flight suit on.
Give him a special link. Star Trek 5.
Mm-hmm. Maverick's being impatient.
See, this is what he
At
gets
lunch.
for playing by the rules. He's stuck on his wingman, and then as soon as he does, Iceman takes him out.
Mm.
That's the lesson you need to be learning. Don't play by the rules.
Eject. Eject. I got it. Eject. Eject.
My mom
Yep.
always hated this scene.
Mm-hmm. No, Goose. You bastards. How could you, Maverick?
It wasn't Maverick's fault.
I'm
Yeah,
still
it
going to
was. I told you he played by the rules and he went by the book, and that's what happens. It's Maverick's fault. He should have broke off
Yeah,
and
but
went out from
if I
underneath.
had him bugged out, then they
He
would have
should
gotten in the jet wash.
see. He had to be like me on Pop Talk. Reckless.
You have a good one, Phil.
Oh, Phil's leaving? Okay. Take care, Phil.
Bye, Philly boy. Phil McCracklin.
Yeah. Phil McCackle.
Thanks for stopping by, brother.
Yeah. Gotta join us for another movie sometime. Serious. As long as it's not Caddyshack 2.
No Caddyshack 2.
U.S. Coast Guard. Showing how the different ones will work together, have to work together because you're all a
Hmm.
team, even though you're different branches. Full commander. See, this is the breaking of the hero.
Hmm. But it's also getting advice. In order to
Hmm.
continue, you have to let him go.
Right, and see that's just it. This is part of that growing. It's he's realizing how reckless he is,
It's a no win
and
scenario. He's James T. Kirk.
right.
Yeah. It was the Kobayashi Maru.
Face death. Not like this. Cheated death. Got around death.
Now he's got to get back on that path, find that
Hmm.
journey.
Get back in the pilot's seat.
Yeah. No, this is the struggle of the hero that we don't get
Hmm.
really
We don't
in.
get it anymore.
Because
It's really
everybody's a hero
fighting.
all along. They didn't need to struggle. They just need
Right.
to believe in themselves.
I have a participation trophy.
That's
I
right.
win.
That's
I'm the
exactly what it is.
participation superhero.
We're not keeping score. It hurts people's feelings. And yeah, this is a make and break moment for a lot of people
Yeah.
in that situation.
Could end up like Cougar. You know,
Exactly. Was that a rosary on the desk?
I think so. You want me
Little
to go
hint.
back?
No, you don't have to. But if it's there, it's like little things telling you what this man was. You know, just those little
yep,
things.
right there.
Yep. Of course, it's dog tags.
Hmm.
See, and that's another thing. You don't always need a character or that particular character telling you who and what they are.
Hmm.
Just little things like what you're seeing on the dresser and on tables, and
Hmm.
the pictures hanging on the wall will tell you
Right.
about the character.
This is all physical. Uh, you're acting and saying your words through physical and what's around you.
Hmm. You know those visual cues.
Hmm. And look at that. No ire or anger.
She's not blaming him
Yeah.
because
No.
even as a wife of a naval aviator, she knows the risk.
Yep. Yeah. That's a court martial that's happening right now.
Actually, it's a review,
Hmm.
an inquiry.
An inquiry, yeah. So,
There's a lot of parallels between this and Days of Thunder too.
yep.
Hmm. Produced around the same time.
Yep.
And see, that's what they know. Everything that they're saying there, it's like we got,
No.
everything.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, and so I mean, just he's cleared, and they know they got to get him up there. They need to have him fight what he's suffering from. Again, it's helping get the hero who's broken back on that path.
Get back on the horse.
Mhm. And it's not just the hero that's on that path; it's the ones around him that are supporting him on that path.
But see, what you're seeing here is Maverick doesn't have his head in the game.
No,
He still keeps thinking back to the incident.
exactly. And now he's in a plane with someone he's not familiar with in that scene.
No good.
I love his mirrored aviators.
And look at Iceman; he's just assessing everything.
Hmm.
He's a good officer, just like Tom Skerritt character. Hmm.
He's not going to call Maverick. He's going to get him back up there. We need you,
Yep.
pal.
I mean, Goose's death affected them all.
Hmm. And right there, what you're seeing is part of Lindbergh Field,
And you might have Lindbergh
also
Field, but
also
we
known
had
as San Diego Airport,
yeah, Minneapolis St.
International
Paul
Airport.
Airport. Yeah, it's the old Chamberlain Field, but the terminal is called the Lindbergh Terminal. So there, yeah.
Yeah, see, yeah,
You know why? You know why? Minnesota, where he's from.
Minnesota. See,
Yeah, see, stealing our aviator to name your runway, your field. That's come on, one more missile lock on, please. Yeah, everyone's traveling around. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Give him the stink eye.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
That boy ain't right.
Something wrong with that boy.
Mm-hmm. I want actors like this. I mean, we still have Tom Cruise, but Tom Skerritt's really up there. I think he's retired.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Notice how quick and
Yep.
assertive he is when he says, "I didn't say that."
Yeah. The change. Boom. He's the Obi-Wan. He's the master
Hmm.
who's
He's
imparting
the
that
mentor.
advice. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He's telling Maverick, "The ball's in your court. You have to decide.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
Do you want this, or do you want to walk away?"
Mm-hmm. He went from that little gentle, firm. I mean, firm, not hard ass,
Hmm.
because that was Maverick was starting to sink. It's like, no, I didn't say that. He was seeking a commonality, saying that, yeah, that would have made me poop my pants too,
Hmm.
but I'm still here. That's the thing. You want to ride that lady. I mean, and what I mean by that is the airplane.
Near Dark and Heroes. I can't remember his name now. Dang it.
Talking about the guy playing Sundown.
Yeah. I knew his name. Dang it. I always forget names. I'm very terrible with names.
Iceman made it.
Oh, Adrian Pasdar. Also Iron Man in the Avengers Assemble voice actor.
Well, Commander, Lieutenant Commander, bunch of lieutenants in there. Lieutenant Commander.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Lieutenant JG.
Doctor.
The confidence builder.
Yep.
Need a little push.
1 day later. Oh no. I love how they show that these suits are warm with the sweat.
Yep.
It's not
There's no
dirt.
air conditioning.
Yep.
They have
All
a
those bodies. Yep.
nuclear reactor leak.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's when he grows a third eye.
That's right. That happens later. It takes a little while.
Yeah. Well, it's that Scientology thing. It goes faster. Hmm. And it's understandable. Iceman would be concerned about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, stop
You
being a
want to
little
be up there
bee.
in the air with someone who is still probably shaken up about an incident.
Yep.
Is he going to be reliable? Is he going
Hmm.
to have your back?
Yeah, but see, he's got to realize that he's not the star of the movie, and Tom Cruise is. So he's going to pull it out.
Out of here, Animal. Just go. Just go. Leave. Oh, it's a shame. It's a shame that they had to tear that ship apart instead of turn her into a museum. It's because of the nuclear reactor. People from the future might try to get things from the nuclear vessel.
Wessel.
There, I was going to mention that during the stream. The Enterprise is either actually used or made mention of
Mhm.
in two Paramount movies in '86.
Yeah,
This and The Voyage Home.
yeah, which was the USS Ranger actually, but it was
Yeah.
but they made it into the Enterprise.
Well, that's why I said mention.
Yep.
Back in the good old days when they called weirdos like that retards.
Hey, I'm proud.
I know he's a Rusky, but he's a
He's a
retard or
retard or
something.
something.
Can someone do my windows, please?
No, you got to make sure that canopy is closed.
Check my
Yep.
windshield wipers.
You checked the air in the tire? And that was premium you put in, right? That's the rig. I wanted premium.
Premium, dude.
Oh, and
Premium.
there we are. The The generic commies.
Yeah.
You know, they're actually from Afghanistan. Those are proud Afghanistanis. It's a shame. It's cruel that you go and make movie where you go after proud Afghanistans.
Good to see you, Snorty. We are watching
Oh,
Top Gun.
hey, Snort.
Snort to put the bush. Goober.
.com. So you got to add a
Thank you
.com.
for joining the Cosby link, brother.
Ooh, two pairs. Ooh, two pairs.
Bye, bogies. They're cloning each other.
Yep. You know what the oh, damn commies? Of course, these are obviously your model shots.
Yeah.
One for Afghanistan. And yes, folks, shit like this happened for real. There's a lot more shooting going on in the Cold War.
You just didn't know about it.
Yep.
See, this is how real men should fight wars, not with freaking drones.
I think you should still have trained pilots ready to go into combat at any time.
Yep, you do need it. I mean, there's always a certain state of alert on a ship because you never know what's going to happen, especially when you're in the Indian Ocean or around the Middle East. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
No line in that statement.
Nope.
And here's the thing: if this movie was made now, you can't talk to me that way. Bullshit. We're in the middle of a war. Get those
Yeah,
catapults ready.
we're in the middle of a battle and people's lives are.
Welcome, Padawannabe.
What's the odds?
I don't want to be goose. There we go.
Nope. Nope. So good.
And it's just like Cougar was shaken up earlier in the film.
It was just fooling them. Negative, negative. It didn't go in, just impacted on the surface. Oh, one of our brave Afghanistanis. How dare you, communists,
Oh
you
no!
capitalist pigs.
Oh no! I feel so sorry for you, Baron. Don't you hear it in my voice? I'm so sorry.
Who will drink pure vodka with his widow now?
This has always got to make it on sale. Thought he was good.
I'll admit, when I play games like War Thunder or even Ace Combat, and I'm flying my plane, I do think about Top Gun when I'm playing.
Mm-hmm.
He thinks he's Tom Cruise. Don't let him fool you. He puts the aviator glasses on that he's got for the game.
Got the little scarf go around his neck.
Puts a little helmet on the cat that says Goose. And he goes, I got the need for speed. And the cat looks at him going, I know what happened to Goose. Don't you dare. I'll poop in your shoes. Yeah. Oh, no, another Afghanistani. You come into our waters. You cause
Really?
these problems. And then
It's like
you
we
take
only
off
have
our
5
pay.
of them, or we only have 10. We're down to 4.
Good. Capita's pigs deserve that after do an act of war against peaceful Afghanistan.
Peaceful, yeah.
Mostly peaceful.
Who violated whose airspace? Whee! Didn't he just use that missile?
Probably.
Oh no, another Afghanistani. I'm going to
What's
file a
wrong, Baron?
complaint. Filing complaint. Well, he likes you. Come back, be my friend.
We're going to do what?
Yeah, see, Chekhov's gun. We saw it earlier.
Right.
Yep. Because they set it up.
Yep. No, do not go after Afghanistani. No. Oh, you capitalist pig.
Are they supposed to replenish the population now?
I hate this movie. I hate this movie. You suck at the end of
uh,
season.
uh,
It's North
yeah,
Afghanistan.
yeah, I'm sure you do, Baron.
Shake and bake. Yeah.
There goes Ghost Rider.
Yeah. Henry. Uh-oh. Yeah, here we go again.
Third time.
Guys, girl. Yeah. A couple bullet holes in here. Can you kind of pop it up, please? good. Everybody celebrates. But what about Afghanistanis? Can we have moments of silence?
What about it, Bear?
Nobody cares about them.
Moments of silence for our Afghanistani. Let's pour some beer
Ah,
We go dance on their wrecked ships.
How you celebrate the massacre of our Polish people?
Oh,
Oh boy, is Maverick going to get lucky down in the pilot room? All those guys will be all waiting for him.
wow, that turd.
Well, Animos is now grabbing some popcorn with this scene. He's like, okay, I'm ready.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. He wants to see Wands. No, don't throw Goose away.
It's
It's
tradition.
Yeah, I know. Fighter Town, USA.
It's basically to give them a final resting place.
Yep.
Just how ancient sailors used to dump bodies at sea. Well,
Mm-hmm.
that still continues that tradition by throwing the
Yep.
dog tags.
Mm-hmm. You're a Navy guy,
Mhm.
to the
Your
water.
life belongs to the sea.
Mm-hmm. That's Nordy. Oh, hi. Sorry. I'm still sore from the celebration on the ship.
Get down my knees.
It's complicated.
She's on the prowl now.
Yeah. Meow.
Meow, meow.
I'm in heat, and I need a Maverick to ride me. Let's make some ponies. Anthony Edwards, Goose, Val Kilmer, Ice, Rick Rosovich. Oh, it sounds like he's from Afghanistan. The Wolf Band.
Meow, back.
Mile High Club. What do
Gorgeous
they call?
shot.
What do they call it if you're on a submarine instead of an airplane and you get lucky?
Uh,
Because you have the Mile High Club. It's Is there something for like
Your deep
mild?
sixth? I don't know.
I
Mile
don't know.
Low
It's a
Club.
question. It's a question. It's a question. It's something worth finding out. I think. No, I don't want to find out. Never mind. Great movie. Great music.
Still holds up after all these years.
Yeah, and it's how the technology still looks cool to me.
Hmm.
There's all the actual pilots.
You're welcome, Lady Mist.
Jaws, Tops, X. Do 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 do. Oh, that's right, baby. Got a knife.
Now, folks, I do want to let you know if you want to stay after the stream, you can in the Cosby side because Baron and I are going to be watching The Rocketeer after the stream.
Mm-hmm. Good old Val Kilmer.
Yeah, yes, CJ, yes, CJ. That's all the movie. Yeah, and if you have Amazon Prime, yeah, it's gonna be on Cosme, Padawan, and DJ. If you have Amazon Prime, you'll be able to catch the movie from the beginning because that's available for free for Prime members right now.
Yeah, take advantage of it. Yeah, our AMD is Rear Admiral.
Hmm.
Oh God. The Carl Vinson, the Ranger. Yeah, the Ranger, which,
Was in Star Trek for the Voyage Home.
yep, always was the stand-in for the Enterprise.
Well, they're the
Uh,
same class.
mm-hmm. Danger zone, leading on. Hot summer nights, heaven in your eyes. Yeah, I mean the music too. I mean,
Hmm.
jeez.
Well, that's why one of the credits keep going.
Yeah, it's how to blend the music, and really hard now because a lot of music today sucks.
Oh,
Hmm.
You know, them bringing in Otis Redding and the Righteous Brothers. I mean, which was older at this time. It's like, hey, yeah, everything's open game. If it sounds cool, we're playing it. A moment of silence for Goose.
And a moment of silence for Val Kilmer.
More importantly, Val Kilmer. Yes, rest your soul, man.
Great movie.
Yeah,
Even 39 years later, still a great movie.
I feel old now.
Oh, don't feel old. Feel grateful that you grew up in a time
Yeah,
where you saw great movies come out.
yeah. This is it. It's like boom, boom, boom. It's like how. This is what brought us to the theaters, man. This
Hmm.
is what brought it to the theaters.
or multiple viewings, not just one viewing of
No.
this movie.
Mm-hmm.
People went back and said with their friends and said, "You got to come see this."
Mm-hmm. Oh, this was such a hit.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I've mentioned it many times before. My parents, they went and saw Top Gun. I went and saw
Mm-hmm.
Transformers the movie. They come out of their auditorium all smiles, laughing, going, "That was awesome!" And they weren't the only ones. Me cried.
Yeah.
Like I said, they saw me. Why are you crying? Optimus Prime died, and they could just come back and say, "Well, Goose died. Who's
Yeah, it's
that?"
like, yeah. They're like, well, Goose died. Screw your Optimus Prime.
Yeah. Come on, man up, man. Goose
That's right.
died. Yeah. It's like, Goose died. Then your dad broke down. I know. And you're both sitting there, standing in the lobby, holding each other, crying over the deaths. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you for stopping by, Blazerhawk, Darren. Really
Oh, yeah.
appreciate
Thanks.
it, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Glad you enjoyed it.
Don't crash and burn.
But
More importantly,
like
watch out.
I said in the beginning, I was tallying up which movies were getting the most recommendations and or
Mhm.
suggestions, and Top Gun was leading the pack.
Right. Because he did such a great role in that. I mean, he was really good in
Hmm.
that. There's no doubt about it. Um, yeah, we lost a great actor. There's
We
no doubt
did, we
about it.
did. Snorty, thank you as well for stopping by.
Yes, good seeing you.
Even polar bears need to get behind the
Mhm.
flight stick of an F-14 Tomcat, don't they?
Can they fit?
You're not really living if you don't.
Yeah,
Well, Snorty can.
yeah, that's true. In his human suit, when he gets into his human suit. But remember, it's Q bar. Sorry, let me try again. Snortopupusqbar.com. Always have to have the .com at the end. He's a bearer of the people.
We got the bare necessity.
Necessity.
The simple bare
Bare necessity.
necessities.
Now he's going off to see if he can catch a unaware seal.
Yeah. And unalive the seal, right?
Eat it. Yeah. Lunchtime.
I got the seal in my sights. I
Mhm.
got a lock, I
Yeah.
got tone.
Yeah, he's gone top bear on him. Great movie though. Great movie.
Yes, yes. And you can see how this movie launched him more towards stardom
Hmm. Yeah.
with his role as Iceman and why he became a favorite of so many. And
It would have been so easy for someone to take that part and do it wrong and making that like Iceman. But the thing is Iceman wasn't that. He was concerned. He wanted to make sure everyone got back alive, including, of course,
Mhm.
um, Maverick himself, whether you wanted to or not.
They may have been rivals up in the air, but
Mhm.
again, they were all on the same team, trying to accomplish
Right.
the same goal.
Hmm. Exactly. No lie about that. Because you're going to have rivalries, but that's what keeps them going. And sometimes sometimes in an unhealthy way, sometimes in the right way. So we saw the great journey. You had that hero who thought way too much of himself. He gets knocked down, then he gets evened out, and now wiser, but still, as Iceman says, you're still dangerous.
Yeah.
But you're still, but you learned enough that you can be my wingman.
Mhm. I mean, they exchanged pleasantries that way by saying, "You can be my wingman anytime," and then Maverick saying, "Bullshit, you can be mine."
Yep, it's still that rivalry going on, but it's a friendly one. It's like when two guys
Mhm.
like duke it out, and then they become the best of friends.
Yeah, and I will say when we do have our watch party of Top Gun Maverick, there's a nice callback to that.
Hmm.
And speaking of that watch party, when would you guys like to have it? Now, I do have 2 movies planned for next month, and I do have the rest of the movies planned for this month.
Hmm. I don't know. I don't know myself. I mean, after a while, you start losing track of what's in the film house.
I mean, we could have it next month if you want.
Yeah, what the hell?
Now, the question
I mean,
is, would you guys prefer it on a Wednesday or a Sunday? Guys and gals.
I'll go for a Sunday so we can have a Wednesday that goes to the Rumble only side for a regular show. I
Okay.
miss those Rumble onlys. Even though Rumble's got a horrible studio, you should be ashamed of yourself. Ashamed. Shame on
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, that
Nothing
didn't
about it.
work out too well on Wednesday. You know what? Took a chance though.
Yeah, we did. We did. Yeah. I mean, that's the risk.
Hmm.
And I was uh, I was goosed in that broadcast, and it's like, okay, well, I guess we're not going to use it no more.
I mean, we were both goosed in that broadcast. It
Uh,
kicked us both out at one point.
yeah, yeah, yep, yep,
What the
yep.
heck?
Hmm.
Well, nobody wants you guys, apparently.
I know. That's what the wife
Apparently
says.
not.
Mhm. That's what she said. She says, you got to stay with me because nobody else wants you. And why I want you, I don't know. It's like, oh, okay. Okay, dear. Let's just
Now,
go over here. Go in your
bef-
corner, Baron. I'm sorry.
before we do wrap up the stream, I do want to take a look at the weekend box office.
I was hoping you'd say that.
I I just got to bring up the transition video.
Oh, do it, do
Give
it. Do
me,
it. Ooh.
give me a
Boom,
second
boom,
to
boom,
grab that.
boom, 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 boom. It's a transition. We're transitioning. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That
Uh,
came out
bec-
wrong.
No,
Animosity.
no, 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 no! Don't include me in that little
not that
adventure you got
kind of,
going.
not that kind of transition,
I
Baron.
do not
He
affiliate
really
myself
liked
with
waving
Pop
that
Talk and
wand.
Baron.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring up the weekend box office before we get out of here.
Yay! Sorry, oh, sorry. Snow White is doing.
All right. So, ooh,
Wow!
holy moly! A lot of
Woo!
people went and saw Minecraft.
Yeah, I
And a
mean,
lot of people didn't go see Snow White.
well, yeah, that's what they wanted for Snow White was something like that. Wow.
They didn't quite get it, did they? Just a little
No.
short,
Yeah,
just a little bit shy.
oh, almost had it. Oh, almost had it. Oh, no, you're nowhere near.
We
Yes.
almost got it.
Yeah. If an atomic bomb would go off, you'd be so far out of the radius you'd live. It's like, is that a bad thing? I don't know.
Yeah. I
Yes.
mean, this is just the domestic total, 157
Wow.
million.
I'm actually surprised it was that much. I thought it would do pretty good, but I didn't think 157. Wow.
144 for the international intake, which gives us 301 million for the weekend worldwide. Oh my. Oh
Look,
my, oh my, indeed.
That's the
well,
first weekend.
First weekend.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
gonna make a
it's
billion
PG,
probably.
not PG-13, so parents aren't afraid to bring their kids to the theater. Uh, of course, this is something that's got the kids, even teenagers and adults, all interested because a lot of play Minecraft. I
Hmm.
can see that, and obviously it must be. I think even Crit sat back and said that it was like it'd be a good like Rocky horror film, with
Hmm.
So I don't know what he meant by that, but I mean, at least that sounds like it's hey, it's very watchable.
Jason Momoa's playing a drag queen.
Yeah, well, that's nothing new. Oh
Oh,
wait, no, that was Batista. Never mind.
yeah, that's Batista. Different. As long as Jason Momoa takes his shirt off, shows
Well, that
the
brings him in.
guns, then the women
Yeah,
will come out for it.
yeah, yeah. The the young
But
girls that love watching the muscles, the old ladies that love looking at the muscles, the older lady going, "I used to know what to do with that."
If only dream, dream, dream,
Hmm.
dream.
you've got to give Minecraft some credit. They had the trailer out early to get
Yeah,
people interested.
But then they showed Jack Black, and then I wasn't
yeah.
interested.
Yeah, yeah, I lost interest right away. Sorry, folks. You can downvote the stream, but I'm not a fan of Jack Black.
Not
Neither am
anymore.
I. But it does go to that category of okay, maybe when it's streaming or something like that, we'll see it.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah,
Jack Black. It's like
Yeah.
I wasn't I'm not a fan of Tom Arnold at all in any sense, but I loved him in True Lies. I thought he
hmm
did a great job in that movie. So it's like, well, maybe Jack Black's gonna pull something like that. I mean,
He's got a lot of damage control that he's not willing to do. I think
wow.
Tom Arnold did a little bit of damage control.
Well, back then his damage control was getting rid of having Rosie kick him out.
Right.
yeah. And considering it was going up against Minecraft, I still think the 7.3 isn't too bad for a working man.
Yeah.
That's the second weekend too, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I think it made more in the second weekend than it did the first.
Mm-hmm.
Let me
Unlike Snow
go back and look at the first week real
Because
quick.
I think it made a little over 5, almost 6 million the first weekend, and it beat out Snow Brown, whatever her name is,
Let's see. So this
which
was
was
last.
hilarious, by the way.
I hear they're going to CGI and Peter Dinklage on all the dwarves now.
Yeah,
That'd be funny.
it made 15.5 million last week, but still, to still makes
I think I was thinking domestically.
yeah, but to still make 7.3 million in its second week, going up against Minecraft for an action
Mm-hmm.
movie like it.
Uh huh. And it's
Yeah.
a standard Jason Statham movie, I wanted it to do better because of Chuck Dixon, but
Yeah.
for his book and everything. But it is what it is. It's a Jason Statham action movie, and it's
Yeah.
cookie cutter.
Yeah, it's cookie cutter, but still, it was a fun action movie.
Well, I'm sure, yeah. I'll watch it. I didn't.
I recommend it. I recommend it.
Mm-hmm.
If you like 80s and 90s action flicks, that's what it reminded me of.
Yep. And
And
I think Steve Dace said it was basically him just running into the Clinton Foundation and killing everybody. So I'm on board with that.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Well, that's what he said it was compared it to.
but the thing is you take a look at it, that film's holding steady, if not even doing a little bit better. And Snow White,
Yeah. No, it's crash and burn.
Snow Flop. I
yeah,
mean,
Good
The
one.
Chosen and
I
Last
like it.
Supper still did good.
yeah.
6.7 million for the weekend.
I mean, how the Ziggler has fallen.
This is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
This is a career killer for her. I mean, everything that she did leading up to this movie and then some, and then the movie
Well,
itself.
it's also a movie killer. Disney's
Yeah.
nope to the live action Rapunzel movie that they were
Yeah.
going to do.
Yeah, was it Tangled? Tangled, yeah.
Oh,
Where it was
yeah.
like, okay.
Wasn't looking forward to that.
Yeah, well, you don't have to worry about looking forward to it now.
Good.
It's DOA.
Yeah. There's not a lot of Disney animated movies that I really. I mean, I liked them when I watched them, but some of them spoke to me better more than others. And for some reason, and I don't know why, don't ask me. Tangled. I like Tangled for some reason. I like Tarzan, and there's only a few of them that I really liked,
Anything
and
that
I
has a
own.
Disney princess.
Apparently, I
Well,
love Disney princesses.
well,
Not all.
what about the classic Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs? Because we're
I mean,
watching
that's
it next
fine. I'm
weekend.
talking like new. I would say newer stuff.
Yeah.
And even back then. I mean, like I said, I liked all those, like Snow White and Pinocchio and
Yeah.
all that. I liked all those. I watched them when I was a kid, but
Mhm.
just never. Those movies weren't like high up on my list of favorites. You know what I'm saying?
I get you. I get you.
Yeah.
I think they were mostly for. I know they're kiddie movies, but they were like it's a girl brand, and it's just something that kept me at arm's length. I guess
Hmm.
that's why I gravitated
You,
towards like
you could
Star
watch
Wars
the movie, but
and
you
stuff.
knew that the audience it was geared for was more of like your sister, your
Right?
cousins.
Yeah,
Mm.
and that's fine. I mean, I didn't like. I think I didn't hate them. I really didn't,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
just they were not my go-to movies that I wanted to watch.
I mean, I'll admit the main reason why I like Aladdin is because of Robin Williams' performance as Genie.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Oh, that got a lot of people.
Hmm.
Most of them, most of them are love stories, obviously, but
And there's no love in your heart, so yeah.
no, there's zero. So I mean, why would I watch these things?
Hmm.
I think it's the horse. The horse entangled spoke to me. I like the horse.
Okay, getting a little weird here.
Well, I mean, I'll admit what I like about the original Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs is all the hand drawn animation, the
Oh
background
yeah.
paintings, and the rotoscoping that they had, and just all
Oh
the
yeah.
work that went into it.
Yep, classic.
Hmm.
That's real art, actual real art.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. I just cannot imagine doing that for how many hours a day. Uh, doing just little tweak changes in the drawings and then the painting and all that. My word.
Yep, that's a job for sure.
Yeah, I mean,
But you that's a legacy you leave. Those your name would be attached to something like that for till the end of the earth.
Hmm.
the hours that the animators put into Snow White, you have Sleeping Beauty, Cinderella, and so many others, because it was all hand drawn. It wasn't
Hmm.
computer generated in any way, shape, or form.
Right.
They
It,
had to invent ways to, get the animation to come across the way they wanted it, when they were filming it to, come up with new camera techniques.
Yeah, I
hmm.
mean, look at Lord of the Rings. The way they did
Right.
that one,
Mm-hmm.
Fire and Ice. That was
Hmm.
stunning.
Yeah, it was. Well, Ralph Bakshi was the king of the rotoscoping, you know,
Yeah.
Yep.
uh, and and it really helped. And Disney did that too, and all the other doing forms of that. You can see it, and even Don Bluth, his
Oh
films.
yes, Don Bluth. I love Don Bluth films.
Yeah.
Hmm. He was trying to be the Disney killer. He was
Yep.
doing a good job for
He
a
was
while.
doing a good job. Something special about his animation, dude. I don't know what it is, but
Yeah, it was Disney, but not quite Disney because
yeah.
that's where he came out of.
Yeah, it's a style, and
Mm-hmm.
you know it as soon as you see it too.
Hmm.
And Jace, you better get out there to help Death of a Unicorn.
Mm.
Yeah, I want to see that. I don't know why. Something looks
Yeah,
Something about it intrigues you.
yes,
just like Ferngully did for him.
yeah, in Avatar.
Yeah. Of course, you have the Chosen, Last Supper
Hmm.
at 1 million, but that's actually okay. 17 million doesn't seem so bad.
What's the budget on that? I know it ain't much.
Uh, let me just copy and paste, and I'll find out that information anonymous
Do 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 do.
Don't.
using the Pacific 414 minus 2,000 computer because it's
Ooh,
real slow.
to get you a new one.
Let's see what its budget was, my friend. According to Brave, the budget for The Chosen, The Last Supper, is not directly provided in available information. However, the show has utilized a unique funding model that includes equity crowdfunding, which
Mm,
raised 11 million from more than 16,000 investors for the project. Goes on to say the funding approach has been used to support the production of subsequent seasons of The Chosen, including the theatrical release of The Chosen Last Supper.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
so in other words, we don't know how much it actually cost to
We have no clue.
make. Somewhere between 11 million and 17 million, maybe.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Of course, you have Hell of a Summer. I don't even know what that movie's about. I've never even heard about it.
I don't know. First I heard of it.
Counselors of a summer camp are terrorized by a mass killer.
Never heard that plot before.
Oh no,
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 sounds
no!
original.
Nobody's ever heard of Jason Voorhees, has they?
No, it sounds really original.
Sleepaway Camp.
Mm-hmm.
No, no, that's the horror version of Meatballs.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
with
Of
the
course,
trans. Oh, I gave it away,
the
dang
fr-
it.
the friend follows the story of love, friendship, grief, and healing. Sounds like pop talk all rolled in one.
Yeah, there's a lot of grief.
really?
I don't know about healing though. I mean, that takes a while.
Well, according to Phil McCracken, pop talk heals and saves.
Oh, that's true. Got me there.
About
I
a
am
writer
healed.
who adopts a Great Dane that belonged to a late friend and mentor.
Woof. I hope the dog had a good agent.
I hope it got all the milk bones it wanted. And
Oh,
Captain
careful saying
America
MBs. Yep, team.
Brave New World.
Hmm.
Poor New
That sounds.
World. If you ask me.
Disney, Disney, Disney. Are you ever going to learn?
No.
Well, I don't know. They're slowly learning. That's why they canceled Tangled.
Yeah.
Slowly. But they're
Well,
going to swing back around to the idea that they can throw the woke in there eventually and they'll screw it up
Mm-hmm.
again.
Oh yeah, they're good at that. Mm-hmm. You bastards.
But that's all right. You know, they keep losing money. They may not have to learn the lesson, but they, by that, well, if it's too late, they'll just go under eventually, or
Mm-hmm.
they'll reduce so far down in size as a corporation that they can only surviving on cockroaches and stale popcorn.
Well, they are right now, but they still haven't learned the lesson.
They'll sell off properties, they'll sell off IPs,
Mm-hmm.
to try to keep the lights on, and they'll be like the Matrix. There's certain levels of existence that they're comfortable with.
Well, I mean, I'm still holding to it. The first thing that's going to go, Lucasfilm.
Yeah.
And they're going to sell it because there'll be more value trying to sell it and trying to reap in something. And the reason why I say that, just analyzing it, is how they've been abandoning it and trying to put their focus on Marvel and keep that alive. They think Marvel is a better thing to
Money
try
maker.
to save and give them role than Star Wars, and they're right. And that's why John Bologna, his attempt to try to get good graces so he can be in that Ray movie. Well, they put a stop to that. A lot of projects are getting a stop too. Uh, they're not in development hell; they're just in IP hell.
Yeah.
So that'll
They're
be
in
the first to go,
limbo.
and that's a prediction. That's not because I have any insiders or anything. It's just analyzing, and they want to keep Marvel alive. And as I said, it's going to be Lucasfilm, And if things really get bad, then it'll be Marvel. And you know it's really bad if they get rid of Pixar. Because
Yeah.
Pixar is the other one that is giving them money like you can't believe. Uh, Lucasfilm is a money pit right now. It really is.
Yeah, well, there's not much. There's not much. Well, no, I'm sorry. I keep thinking Indiana Jones for some reason. It's like there's not much in the Indiana Jones IP. Well, Lucasfilm is a money pit because they have yet to make actually any profit off that, and
Yeah.
I don't think they could sell it for what they bought it for, and they surely can't sell it for
No, they
more than
won't.
what they bought it for. They've ruined. They've tainted it.
Well, I
Who's
mean,
gonna buy it?
as I joked, Lucas could go back and buy it for $2 billion of the $4 billion he got, and still come ahead, $2 billion ahead.
Yep.
Just like Mr. Burns did in that episode of The Simpsons, where he sold the power plant and bought it back for less than he sold it for. So,
Yep.
Mhm.
I
And
mean,
I know
I
George
mean, I'm
Lucas.
not saying Lucas says it's a joke. It's a joke. That's all I'm saying. But
Right.
someone's going to come and be able to get it at a far better deal than Disney's foolish his tomfoolery. There we go. I can't talk today. Back to the Animals.
So, and I know I know it, and it's a joke, but if great if Lucas happened to buy it back, I know for a fact that, and I know him that he would bury all of the Disney stuff and you'd never see the light of day again.
Well, anyone who's going to go in there, I think, will destroy the Disney stuff. They know it's poison.
Yeah.
It's got to go to someone who really appreciates what Star Wars is. But no matter what, Disney Star Wars, as we know it, and I know everyone says it's dead. It is dead. It really is. I mean, they're trying hard to bring Luke Skywalker back into Galaxy Edge, but it's not working. I mean, when they're starting to have to rely on the old the Clone Wars in the original trilogy now, as they're trying to do now, to save the brand, they're all but abandoning the stuff that was leading up to the sequel, like they were doing.
Well,
Everything was supposed to lead to it. And
for a while there was a strong rumor that originally Galaxy Edge was supposed to be themed more toward the original trilogy.
Yeah.
But then Kathleen Kennedy put her 2 cents in there and said, "No, well, let's gear it toward my movies."
Yeah, let's steer it towards
Right.
me. I mean, my movie, my Ray. I mean,
Yeah, the Force is female. Yeah.
Yeah.
And, that was a huge mistake. I'm sorry, I'd rather see an R2 unit than a BB unit.
Yep.
Yeah,
I'd rather see a Stormtrooper,
Disney World.
real Stormtrooper.
When I went to Disney World back in February of 2020, I didn't want to meet any of the sequel trilogy characters. No, I did end up meeting one because the ride went down, and that was Rise of the Resistance. So they had the girl who was playing Rey come through and take pictures with all of us who were waiting. But I wanted to have my picture taken with Darth Vader.
Yeah.
Should have bonked her on the head. Get out of here. Just shoot.
Nah, the girl was cute, man. The girl was cute.
I can imagine if she was. Are you sure it was a girl?
Yeah.
Yes,
Are you
Baron.
Sure?
Okay, just want to make sure.
It's Disney we're talking about here.
Just checking. But yeah, that's just it, though. It's like, we don't want Kylo Ren. We want Darth Vader. We don't want those imitation stormtroopers. We want to see the stormtroopers that bonked her head as they're going through the door.
Yeah, I love those guys.
We don't want BB units. We want R2 units. And get that red arm off of C-3PO.
That's right. I want my gay C-3PO with all the gold.
Yeah. And then one silver leg.
And when Vader asked me if I was a rebel spy, I looked at him and said, "My loyalties to the Empire, my lord."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I want to see real Imperial officers,
I was going to be funny and say, "I heard you guys got chocolate chip cookies, so."
You guys got better food. I'm tired of eating those stupid little protein sticks.
Yeah. Well, big with this.
How you get so big eating food of this kind?
Exactly. I mean, but that again, I hold to that prediction, and I will hold to it. And again, it's just a prediction, and I think it's going to come true sooner than you can imagine. And it'll be a good thing if they sell Lucasfilm off, especially to someone who cares about. This is the right era, or right time to do it. Mm-hmm. Because for us, we have a higher chance of this going to someone who knows what the property is and knows what to do with it and how to
like
keep.
Sony.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
Animus, you're out of here.
come on.
But no, they but basically know what to keep it afloat. At least we all hope. So let us see.
Yeah, we need a
Let us see it.
crowdfunding to buy Lucasfilm.
Yeah.
We'll get behind one or two guys. They won't get to own it. Everybody who pitches in gets to own it. It's a joint effort, and we'll raise $3 billion and make an offer.
I certainly want to give it to CBS Paramount, especially after seeing that trailer for season
Oh
3 of
God, help
Strange
us
New
all.
Worlds.
I haven't seen that.
Star Trek's dead too. I mean, honestly, Star Trek. I mean, this Star Trek. We're not talking about Star Trek as an IP because we still have the original stuff. We still have the original Star Wars. So that stuff's not dead. That's still alive. But anything that these people have been doing, it's dead. Doctor Who is dead.
Yep.
And they only did it to themselves.
Yeah.
And they did it to
They
us.
only have themselves to blame.
Yeah, and I chortle. As one person sat back and said, I have unresolved anger because I put a snarky comment on the Strange New Worlds clip. I just put on there, you know what's great about this? It ended. And someone goes, you have anger issues. I go, okay, interesting insight from the peanut gallery. And I didn't hear a word since. It's like, yeah, smart not to deal with me. I'm a better troll than Phil McCracken.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I am. I am
That's
a
a
better
bold
troll.
statement.
Hey, even Cash says that.
But where is Cash, by the way? What's his excuse today?
He said he was going to be late to the stream.
He's drunk again.
Yeah, well, he got arrested in Fullerton again last night.
Freaking crackhead. What's he doing?
I don't know. He was running around with a Polaroid or something. I don't know. It's just, I mean, that's what gave it away. He was wearing. He was using a Polaroid. It's like, come on, Cash. Move into the 20th century.
Yeah, really.
He knows how it is. If neither one of you can make it for a particular stream, don't worry.
Yeah, it just puts more weight on my shoulders. It does. How can I do this? I just can't do this. The pressure's so high. Where's my little buddy?
Baron's gonna have a meltdown.
Where?
You
He needs his Gilligan to his skipper.
He usually has these meltdowns before the show.
Yeah, well, he
didn't
get it all out. He still had a little bit left in the tank.
Yeah, well, I have a lot of unresolved anger, so be careful.
Well, that's what I heard.
Yeah,
that's what the comment section tells us.
Yeah, I know. I don't know where it comes from, and and if you keep it up, Animals, I got a baseball bat here that you can meet. Okay, I don't know what they say about this unresolved anger.
He's
because the chemicals in the water are turning the freaking Gorn gay. There.
Okay. Hey, Gorn.
Baron and his Gorn.
And what they showed on that preview, that was not a Gorn. I don't know what that was.
They need to make a spin-off. Baron and the Gorn.
Yeah. Baron and the Gorn. Boom. Boom. Yeah, there we go. Hello, Elton. I got an idea for a song. Can you do it up for me, please?
But yes, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap up today's stream. Now, like I said, if you want to stick with us on the Cosme side after the stream, Baron and I are going to be watching a movie in prep for his next appearance with Pops.
Yes.
We're going to be watching The Rocketeer. So if you want to stick around in Cosme, I'm keeping the Cosme link up in the chat. So if you want to watch it, come join us.
And I think Pops did put out the one we did about
transfers. Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Yeah, and I'll be filming this on the 10th with him, and it sounds like this is going to become kind of a regular thing. with circle panels talking about movies we haven't seen. So keep your ears and eyes open on that one. I'm sure it'll be fascinating with all the guests that Pop will have. So I'm going to do a plug to him because he's a good friend of the channel.
Yeah, I'm getting this link right now.
Okay. Yeah, so he's a good guy. I don't care what Animas says. He's a good guy.
No, he's not. He's terrible. He eats all my corn on the cob.
What?
Yeah, well, that's like your opinion, man.
Yeah, man.
I got him on camera. It's not an opinion.
I gotta actually sit back and watch that. When he sent me the link to it, I gotta watch it full. Not that I'm egotistical, but I just want to see how I did. And then I don't necessarily like watching myself, but for these I will.
Yeah,
but because it's a good movie, Transers. If you haven't seen it, it's available on Tubi. Watch Transers, man.
Transers, Full Moon, best of the B
What?
movies.
Yeah, exactly. Full Moon. Oh my God, that was the other thing that was keeping us alive in the '80s.
Yep.
Films like this with Top Gun, you had your big movies and you had your big action stars, and then you had these lower budget,
VHS
B films.
Yep.
Yeah, straight to video, or maybe they were in the theater for like a week somewhere.
Somewhere
Next to the art house. Between the Behind the Green Door and Debbie Does Dallas, it was sandwiched in between in those theaters for about a week, and where we found these in the video stores or on cable.
Yeah.
Back then, cable was the king for finding movies that you've never heard of, just like the video stores. So.
Mm-hmm. But yes, folks, we will be watching The Rocketeer off stream, and probably give us about 10-15 minutes to get up, stretch our legs before we start.
Let the dogs out, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Rain to main vein, whatever.
If you gentlemen have anything you'd like to promote, please go ahead and promote yourselves.
Animas. I'm promoting Animas.
I'm going to start my. We're having a concert somewhere in the United States, and y'all are invited if you want to come out and listen to me play my guitar. And
we heard it through this entire movie stream. Come on, man. Whoa.
I just didn't turn it up.
Nice.
Wow, that's a great sound clip you got there.
Yeah. All right, now I don't got nothing, boys and girls. I'm just a rambling man, and I get around when I can. So
yeah, you ramble all right.
See, just like you.
Yep, you got it.
You got me beat though.
Well, thank you.
What about you, Baron Tag?
Well, hopefully soon here, Cash and I will be doing Cranky Old Fans on Tuesday on the Rumble only exclusive, which is 10 o'clock Central Daylight Time, 8 o'clock Pacific over there. So just waiting for Cash to say the word. Hopefully we'll be back there. And of course, on Thursdays, Jace Fox's 540 studio has The Beyond. That's right, The Beyond with Jace Fox himself, along with Prismatics, Kilted Keijon, Whoopa Whoopa Troopa, Hoshi, Cash Monet 007, you might have heard of him, and myself. And that's
never heard of the guy.
Yeah, I never had either. And that's between 7 and and Tom, the Techno Sapien Geek, he's also on there. So that's anywhere between 6 and 6:30 Central Daylight Time. That can happen. Why is there a gap? He's Norwegian. You never know when he eventually hits that button. So please join us there. Jace Fox's 540 Studios, The Beyond. And back to you, Mike.
All right, and I see that Tim is here. He said just got home. Can we start over? Unfortunately, Tim, we cannot hit the rewind button and get back to the very beginning. But if you want to watch the stream on the replay, you're more than welcome to. And you're also more than welcome to hit that Cosme link, because we are going to be watching something at least 10-15 minutes after the stream ends for a future stream that Baron is going to be a part of.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So if you want to do that, you're more than welcome to, brother.
I'm embarrassed to say that I've never seen The Rocketeer.
Oh my gosh, wrong. Yeah. Just so wrong.
which is why we're doing this, because this is part of the never seen the theme. You haven't seen the movie, so he suggested the Rocketeer, and we're going to see the Rocketeer.
Yeah, and I said to Baron, I said, "Hey, I've got the movie. If you want to watch it, we can
Yeah.
do it after Sunday's show if you want."
So I put the ship back in the dock, and I didn't go out sailing the high seas. So
Well, all right. Then you're gonna go see once you watch it, you're gonna go buy it. You're gonna
Yeah,
own it.
yeah.
oh, there's a
Yeah,
lot of movies, and someone sat back and said this is the right time to start buying uh, physical media because things are inexpensive.
yeah, they are. I mean, even recently looking at Amazon, the prices for some complete series sets they've gone down.
Hmm.
But
Heck,
as for go ahead.
some of the places they go to, they have a freebie shelf where people put their season sets on there. But there's no way in hell I'm going to grab Grey's Anatomy and some of the other crap.
No. But as far as what's coming up on Pacific414 Tuesday, I'll be playing more of Metro 2033 Redux. And then Wednesday, we will read some articles on Pop Talk, which I will make Cash read some articles. I will.
Oh, do you want him to come back or not? Because he let that out before the show. He doesn't show up. He comes up with an excuse because he doesn't want to read. You got to save it till we got him trapped. God, how many times do I say? How many times do I say this stuff and no one freaking listens to me? I tell you what. Oh, sorry. Back to you, Mike.
And then Thursday, I'll be playing more Rise of the Ronin. And then next Sunday, we will go on with our watch party of Walt Disney's Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. And also during next Sunday's broadcast, I'll give you all more information on this.
You're gonna get struck.
Nope, no. It's
Nope.
copyright free. It is
Yep.
copyright free.
He's already played it
Ooh.
once there, Animas.
Yeah.
Where the hell have you been?
Timbuktu.
Probably.
And speaking of the adventure continues, I do want to talk to you after we end the stream, Anonymous.
Oh, me? Who? Hey.
You're in
Yes,
trouble.
yes.
Oh no! It's like going to the principal's office. Dang it!
Mhm.
Anonymous, report to my ready room.
Yes, Captain.
But yes, I will be giving more information on what that stream will be about, that bi-weekly stream next week. And if I've sent a message out to you as a guest, I've given you that information. But if you want to hear it, then tune in next week. Or in Anonymous's cases, I'm going to be letting him know everything after the stream.
Yeah, in person. It's the personal things. It's the personal touches that make all the difference.
You got that right, man.
No, Tim. No. No, it's classic animated Snow White.
Yeah.
We don't
See,
play that kind of dreck on here.
See-
Don't make the Guardian of the Void release her dragons.
yeah. And besides, the difference is when the dwarves sing "Hi Ho," they have two different meanings for each film.
That's right. When they
Yeah.
say hi ho in the new one,
Yeah.
you know that's it's not a good thing.
No. But folks, we are going to go ahead and wrap up. If you want to stay with us to watch The Rocketeer, you're more than welcome to. Just make sure you click on that Cosme link and give us about, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes after the stream before we start that up. This way everybody has time to get their
start dinner.
snacks or
Yeah.
do what they need to do.
Crank open the microphones over there so you can hear us talk.
Yeah, I am going to unmute myself over there, but I do want to thank Lady Miss for stopping by. I want to thank Tim, of course, for stopping by. Tree Rock, thank you for stopping by. We also had Snorty. Laserhawk Darren stopped by. Jet Sparks. DJ Ronnie G. Phil McCracken. And also Tommy of Tommy and the Guinea Pig Collective. And let's see. The Long Suffering Miss Tag also stopped by. And as did Anonymous.
It's me.
Thanks for hopping on the panel too, brother.
Yeah, buddy.
And Godzillionaire, thank you for stopping by as well, brother. So until next time, everybody, you have yourselves a great day.
And a Merry Christmas.
And, well, it's always a Merry Christmas for somebody.
Ho, ho, ho.
But always remember here on Pacific414 when I'm playing a game, don't ever give up on me playing that game because just when you do, you might miss something. Take care, all.
Bye for now.
Autobots, transform and roll out!